The American Academy of Pediatrics says that teens should spend no more than 1 to 2 hours a day total with any form of electronic media. But these days, many kids seem to be constantly in front of some sort of screen. You got smartphones, video games, or a laptop. Now, China is the first country to label internet addiction a clinical disorder. It's been declared a national health crisis there. Web Junkie is a documentary airing Monday night on PBS. The filmmakers were allowed into a Beijing rehab center where Chinese teenagers are being deprogrammed. Joining us now, Sho Shlam. She's one of the directors. Now, do you think that a boot camp is the best way to describe what's happening here?
This boot camp is the last solution for helpless parents that were told that their children are addicts. These children that you will see on the film are children that drop off school. They are using internet 10 hours a day. They are sitting in an internet cafe for 24 hours, wearing diapers, not to lose one precious moment of the game. They are disconnected from reality. They are depressed and lonely.
Oh, my goodness.
And in China, this phenomena became so extreme because of the one-child policy, because of a very strict competitive education system.
So, Shosh, what would you say are some of the things that they're doing to deprogram these kids?
So, I mean, what they use is therapies, group therapies, between the children and themselves, and therapies between the children and their parents. The parents are highly recommended to take part of this treatment, and they are also given antidepressant pills because according to Professor Tao, the psychiatrist that runs this center, these kids are depressed and are not able to communicate in reality. We see China as being the only country in the world that treats it in a national level.
Do you think that that's something that's going to come here to the U.S.?
I am sure. I mean, what do you mean coming? I traveled the whole year with the film in Europe, Asia, in the U.S., and everyone admits that the problem is here. Children are using any screen, not only games, between 7 to 9 hours a day.
Wow, that's just way too long, right? Yeah. Well, Sho Shlam, I guess we're going to have to wait to see the documentary to find out if this treatment is actually successful. Thank you so much for joining us here on Weekend Express. We really appreciate it. All right, Web Junkie airs tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern on PBS. Now, for much more on the documentary, you can go online at POV.org.